Are we live? I'm not sure if we're live. Are we live? I think we're live. Hey everyone, it's Imran Web Squadron. I'm not having a very good day at the moment. There's just bits and pieces and things to sort out. Just moving a client's website from their staging area. Just some questions and stuff that are coming as well. Just general questions, nothing to worry about. But it's just stuff that's got my head kind of spinning a little bit with how to give a... Oh, God, my back still hurts. My back really hurts. Trying to give some viable solutions to someone. Hey, George, how are you? You all right, mate? Yeah, so just got a client moving over their staging website. Got someone who asked a question about a video we did about 3 months ago. They wanted to change something, and I've spent about an hour trying to work it out, and eventually I've done something that I hope is going to help them. They're a web designer based in Australia, and I really hope they're happy with what I do for them. And then just got someone else asking me a question about something, and I'm not sure if my solution's going to help them out or not. Hey Astral, how you doing? Hope you're okay. Don't forget to click like, by the way. Yesterday, very impromptu, wasn't it? Me and Paul, we did another live chat. Talking about static, talking about the elemental layoffs, talking a bit about Gutenberg. Just general Q&As, really. That was nice, that was good. Hope things are okay with you now too, George, because I know you seem to have had a bit of an up and down week, haven't you, with clients? What are you up to, Astral, by the way? Are things good with you? Hey Carapace, hi Ben. What's RP? Roleplay? Roleplay? But yeah, like I said, hope for those of you that did get onto it, you enjoyed the live chat with Paul. I had to kind of lead on it quite a bit, didn't I? Unfortunately, Paul had a problem with his microphone. Luckily, he got that sorted out in time. He sounded very echoey and distant, but luckily he did get that, so that was kind of good fun. I might share with you what I just kind of, so someone contacted me today from our, from one of our YouTube videos. And they wanted something a little bit different. So I've modified the code to basically give them... Oh, darn it. I can't edit the page. No, I can edit the page, sorry. Hey, Dave, how are you? So I gave them a little bit of code, basically, to... Just bear with me a moment. Just bear with me a moment. Something's not right here. Yeah, here you go. Let me just show you. So this is where they wanted like a button. So I've reused a video I did 3 months ago and I modified it. So the idea is you might have like a return to top button and it says return to top. When you hover over it, or you can just click it straight away. It kind of is a nice little effect there. You get that nice little transition. So it was a bit of code I got from somewhere and I had to modify and get that to work. So that was quite good. I'm glad that worked. It took about an hour for me to get that to work. It just wasn't working right. But in the end we got there. What are you all up to? Dave, what are you working on? it's nice that it's Friday, you know. I won't be switching down on Friday, even though it's the weekend. I've got quite a few things planned that I want to sort out. My trouble is that I've got a load of stuff getting delivered from IKEA on Sunday, and I've done no preparation work. I was going to paint the room over there. No preparation because of my back. My back is completely done, and I just don't have the energy or the willpower to paint. So I'm going to have loads, I mean, we're talking heaps of stuff coming on Sunday, and it's just going to get piled in the lounge, and that's going to do my head in, my wife's head in, my son's head in, even though he'll jump up and down on all the boxes and act like a prat with them. But it's going to really do my head in. Right, I'm just, at the moment, I'm just working on, let me just clear that. Oh, it's not clearing. There we go. I'm just working on a client's website, and I'm just correcting a few things on it. But do let me know how your day's going and how, you know, basically what you're all up to. Indeed, I hope you're all doing good. If you're not doing good, well, we need to kind of sort that out, don't we? So going through Facebook work, yeah, do you know what, Dave? I have to split a lot. As you know, I split a lot of my time between that as well. And sometimes, Dave, it's really rewarding when you find a solution and you help someone out. But at the same time, have you ever gone through a situation where you spend an hour finding a solution and you didn't get paid for that, and you've done it out of your own hard work, you know, your own heart of goodwill? But isn't it sometimes when you look at it, you go, wow, I just spent 2 hours doing 2 problems, but you're not getting paid for it? Isn't that a little bit annoying? Come on, admit it. Isn't it a little bit annoying? Sorry to hear you're sick, Carrie Poss. Hopefully you're getting better. Hopefully. Please do let me know if you're not getting better. I hope you're getting better, mate. Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, do you know what I mean, Dave? And it's like I know that you, me, loads of other people on it. Hey, Zanti, whenever you know someone needs help on the Facebook group or wherever, if you think you can work out an answer or you know where to go with it, you'll always do it, won't you? You'll want to do it. You'll want to help out. But I remember in October, I spent a whole day doing none of my own work, and I was answering questions on the Elementor Facebook group. And remember the Elementor Community Hub? I was on there as well. I was like that, back and forth, back and forth. And I had a whole day, and I was like, wow, I just gave away a whole day of my life. Didn't touch any of my other work. Just helping people out. And sometimes it's a bit, you know, there's loads of other people out there that wouldn't be so nice about it. Ben's off next week. Excellent, Ben. I remember you were thinking about this. Hopefully you will get your website dusted, get it done, and then start marketing yourself and getting yourself out there with social media. Because that's always the big thing, right? Social media. Get yourself out there. I feel like there's something missing on here. Something's not right. So basically, when you move a website over from a staging site to production site, because the client uses GoDaddy, it's not updated any of the URLs, which is a real pain in the backside. I must say this, right? It is a serious pain in the backside, but it's not updated any of the URLs. Like, literally, none of the URLs have been updated. Flipping heck, it really hasn't. So I've got to go through painstakingly now through every page. And yes, there is search and replace. I know you're going to say there's search and replace stuff you could do. The trouble I've got is, for some reason, once you've moved it over, GoDaddy is now not allowing me to upload any new plugins. It's not our fault, it's GoDaddy. And I am not calling up GoDaddy, all right, to sort this out. I'm not calling them up. So I'm just going to painstakingly... There's only about 7 pages. It's not the end of the world. I just got to go through and check the URLs, the menu anchors, stuff like that's all working okay. Good question that Dave's asked there, Zanti, if you're still on. How is your fiddling with CrocoBlock going? It's also very nice how Dave has phrased it as well, isn't it? Fiddling with CrocoBlock. How is that going? How's it going? Hopefully it's all going all right. You know, flip boxes. I'm like this with flip boxes. As long as you don't have too many, I think it's great. When you have loads, then it gets... I get annoyed by it, but I am a very sensitive person on it. I'm so sensitive. But as long as it's... You know, as long as it's not too many, I think it's all right. Where you have the problem is when you get to mobile. And if you've got like 10 flipping boxes, literally flipping boxes, when you scroll up and down, because you've got 10 boxes, as you scroll, you'll start flipping some of them. And it can be a little bit, whoa, this is psychedelic, like LSD, what's going on here? Yeah, CrocoBlock takes time, I think. And I think if you can become an expert in CrocoBlock, Santi, potentially you could start doing loads more tutorials on it. I know CrocoBlock, they do like it when people promote and do stuff like that for CrocoBlock. You know, they do like it. Yeah, you just go for it, Santi. But yeah, if you start to get a better handle over CrocoBlock, I know they like it when people do posts for them. You know, they stick it on their blog and other places as well. So, you know, if you can do something to help them out, they will like you for it. Trust me. Looks to me like so many of the links on here have broken. Oh dear, so I've got to go back through now every page, which is a little bit of a pain. This is a pain. Sorry, I'm just going back through sorting out URLs. Yeah, I mean, I've been meaning to get more involved in looking at Jet Engine and CrocoBlock and all of the stuff they got. It's just time. And because I don't have any clients that are begging to have that stuff all installed and all of that, I haven't had the burning urge to do it. So that's my excuse for not doing it just yet. It's not the greatest excuse, right? Is it really? But that is the truth about why I have not done it yet. That's the truth about why I've not done it yet. I'm pretty sure at some point I will address that and have a look at it when I have the burning urge to do it. Oh dear, this is such a... Do I sound like I'm whinging because I'm having to do all of this, like, URL changes? Because it's not brought them through. And I'd be lying if I said that hasn't annoyed the shits out of me. Because normally when I've moved a staging site over to production, normally the URL changes. GoDaddy doesn't. GoDaddy doesn't. So, frickin' heck, right? Like, talk about pain and a half right now. And what it's done is some of the URL links. Hey, Paul. So GoDaddy, when you go from staging to production, some of the URL links have gone completely blank to hashtags. Some of them have still got the staging site URL. Some are just... don't know what they're showing. Hey, Mia. Hey, Fires. How you doing? So I'm just moving a client's website from staging to production. Because it's GoDaddy has really messed up some of the URLs. I don't even know why I'm surprised, to be honest. Why am I even sounding surprised? Right? Why am I sounding surprised? Because it's not surprising, is it? It's GoDaddy. Who here actually likes GoDaddy? Hey, Nick. Hey, Inderpreet. Who here even likes GoDaddy? Right, who even likes GoDaddy? There's got to be someone here who kind of goes, you know what? I live and breathe GoDaddy. I want to know, is there anyone here who lives and breathes GoDaddy and they think it's top dollar and the best thing since sliced bread? Seriously, anyone says that, right? Yeah, I tell you what, though, Inderpreet, I wouldn't even get a domain from GoDaddy. I wouldn't even get a domain from them. I'd get it from like Zoho or 123reg. I would not want to have anything to do with GoDaddy at all. So sometimes I have clients and they go, oh yeah, we're going to go GoDaddy. And I'm like, no, just go to 123reg or go and get your domain from Zoho. Just anywhere but GoDaddy, right? They are all over the place though, aren't they, GoDaddy? You know, like every time there's an event, WordCamp, Atarim, Page Builders Summit that's coming up next week. They're everywhere with sponsoring, right? They are everywhere. Yeah, I mean, I always say to clients, if you want to keep it really, really simple, just go to 123reg, just get it from there. You know, you don't get your hosting there, just get the domain from there. They are everywhere, Fires. They are literally everywhere. I'm not talking about adverts, but when it comes to events, they're up your arse and in your eyes and through your ear holes. They are everywhere. Right, I think I've done all the updates. I think I've missed a few over here, so I've got to now flush the cache and check this website now. Yeah, flush to cache. Now I've just got to go through the pages. There's only 7 pages, right? But when you move a website from staging to production, and can I give you guys a tip? If you're working on a website in staging and your client wants SEO or rank math, don't do it in the staging site. Because someone did this once, not us, but someone did it. And I remember pointing out to them, if you do it on the staging website and that has got a different domain name, like GoDaddy create this really ridiculous name. It's not even it's not even linked to the domain. When you connect to rank math and all of that, you're using that domain. And then you move to production. Don't do it, right? Don't do it. Install it, but don't activate it or go through the motions of the keywords or anything. Get to production and then do your rank math. To be honest though, Ben, I mean, I'm a little bit like where Dave's coming from too. So I remember there's some videos I've done which are built off the CSS styling and modifying how something works. And I get a lot of comments in my replies on YouTube where people go, oh, but you could have done this with the Boy. And I'm like, I think you're missing the point here. I've done something without using Boy. So you know the accordion? Dave will know what I'm talking about. I put a video on that I did a while ago and answered a question about where you have accordions and they expand when they're vertical accordions. When you hover over them, they expand. And there's always someone that goes, oh, but you could have used Boy. And I think they're missing the point. I'm saving you from using a plugin. If you can do it with a bit of JavaScript or a bit of CSS or something, do it. Save yourself the extra bloat in the back end. I don't think Boy works with container properly at the moment. I don't think it works. And definitely you're right. A lot of the stuff you would have done in Boy, containers now kind of gives you that flexibility. Question Inderpreet's asked, which is, what is staging of a website? So let's say you got a website, okay? So here's your website, and you want to make changes to it, like you want to test out some plugins, new features, redo the homepage. But that could take 1 week or 2 weeks, and it means your website's going to go up and down and color changes, things will break, whatever. A staging site is a copy of this website. So we have the original website, and we have the copy website. And on this copy website, we're going to do a new color palette. We're going to do new plugins. We're going to do whatever funky stuff to it. When this is ready and signed off by the client, because this website stays as it is, it's up live. No one can see this unless they have the URL to it, and only you've got it and the client maybe. When you're happy, you then, usually via your host, you can then migrate this or get this to overwrite the production site, the live site, and now this becomes the live site. So it's a way of doing changes and all of that. Oh, cool, Interpret, you got it. I could have gone on and on about it. Exactly, Carapos, because I think Catherine tried it. And said she had a few issues with it. And I was going to do a tutorial on Boy steroids, and then I held back, mainly because I haven't had time to go through all the features, but also I was a bit like, well, how does it work with container? Oh, I'm going to grimace a lot because my back really hurts at the moment, all right? I am really crooked. Hey, Jimmy, how are you? How's our Jimmy? Good old Jimmy, hey? If anyone can, Jimmy can. So I was just saying, Jimmy, that I'm just working on transferring a client's website from staging to production, checking the URLs because some of them are massively broken. and helped out someone with a change on their website. I'll show everyone again because I was showing it earlier. Let me show you. So this is a modification of something I did a while ago. Sorry, this is probably not appearing properly. See this button here? It could be a return to top button, and when you hover over it, it kind of expands out quite nicely like that. So someone from Australia was struggling with that, so I just modified the button a little. It was a tutorial we did about 3 months ago, and I modified it to now satisfy her requirement. Britain's Got Talent. Can you imagine? Hey, do you know something? Britain's Got Talent, or any talent show, has never had a web designer go on. Why don't you go on to Britain's Got Talent? So you come on, and the caretakers wheel on a massive monitor, and you got your laptop connected, and you're like, I'm now going to create a website in half an hour. You just drop templates in. Can you imagine that? That would be so hilarious, right? You know, you wheel it on and go. They go, what are you going to do? And you go, I'm going to change your life. I am now going to create a contact form. And you'll have Simon Cowell going, what? And you'll be like, watch this. And you drag it on. And then you're like this. And now I'm going to sort out your SMTP as well. Boom. Or you go on and you go, how many people here use GoDaddy? And 99% of the audience will go, yeah, we use GoDaddy. And you're going to go, this is how you close down your GoDaddy account. And they're going to be like, shut the front door. Shut the front door. This is impossible. And you go, yeah, you can shut down and leave GoDaddy. The whole world will be like, there'll be so many people farting with excitement. The methane gases in the world will just go all around the world. Imagine that. 2 minutes, 30 minutes for your act. Well, in that case, Jimmy, I'll just upload a template. That's what I'll do. Do you know what? Even better, I'll go on with Ocean WP. Like heck would go on with Ocean WP. Design a website while skating on stage. There's Jimmy for you right there. You just do a template, right? That would... Do you know what? No, I'm not going... No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I am not going on Britain's Got Talent to A, sing or B, design a website. Right? No chance. But that would be hilarious, wouldn't it? Because that is a point. They never really have technical people on, do they? Like someone that's... Because that is a talent. Come on, let's be honest here. If you can build a website, you are talented. If you can do JavaScripting, PHP, right? All of that, you are talented. Design a website while singing. I have been thinking about creating a 12-hour video, which is like an album for you to listen to as you're designing a website. So it's all the emotions, right? You'll have this wonderful tranquility music as you're setting up your domain and your hosting. And then it will go really like dramatic when you realise that you've got maybe your hosting's gone wrong, or your edit with Elementor's not working, or you haven't regenerated your CSS. One day, hey, one day. That is what we will do. I'm just checking that this is all working, by the way, because it's a client's website. So far, so good. The email's working. The link's working. Do you ever do that where You know when you move a website from staging to production and you go through every single link, every button, every menu anchor to check it all works. Hey Giovanni, how are you? Hey Yusuf. Is there a way, so let's just see this. Is there a way to get values from a form to filters in your WooCommerce shop like a multi-step form? Right, okay. So, are you... Hey, nice one, Jack. I just saw that. You got them to go move away from Shopify to Elementor? Or just WordPress generally? What are you using? Yeah, but you see, Ben, when we get to this point, right, in the 12-hour album, when you're dealing with a really bad client or something like that, that's when the music turns into like, you know, like proper expletive music. Like hard rock expletives everywhere, which gets me banned. So I'm just going to go back to Yusuf's question here. So you got a form. They're going to fill out a form. And then you want that to obviously hook to the filters in your shop. It will depend on your filters for starter. But I would ask, though, I would say, though, that I'm not sure how that's going to work. Why would they fill in a form and then get that to act as a filter? Wouldn't it just be a filter, maybe? I often say to the client, you know, when they say something like that, I think this is the best size for your logo. That this is the optimum size for your logo for the mobile and the desktop. And you know what? Only once did I have a client go, no, I want my logo to be this big. And I was like, okay, you want a sticky header and you want your logo to be this big. And they didn't want us to shrink it as you scroll. So their logo was like it was close to 300 pixels in height. When you're on the mobile, I could shrink it a bit, but they still weren't that happy about it. And you know why they weren't happy? They were one of those people where they had a logo and it had a like a tagline under the logo. And I said to them, we've got to get rid of that. It's too small. No. We love it. And I went, look, we'll put it on the website. No. You know, they were like, leave it in. It was designed. I was like, what, on Paintbrush? It was designed. We paid for it. £5 on Fiverr. You know, and you think, flipping heck, you know. So you have like a logo with like this little tagline, 300 pixel height, and you got a sticky header. And what else did they have in that header? Just a navigation menu. That literally was it. So you had this big white space, and it was like, God damn it. Even when you centered the logo with the nav menu on the right, it looked plain old ugly. UGLY, you ain't got no alibi. That's how ugly it was. Hey, nice one, Jack. Yeah, go. I didn't want to make the video too long, so the last 20 minutes where I'm then building pages with Elementor, the style of those pages is ugly, but I just wanted to show you how you add bits in. But I do go through some of the key settings that you want to make sure you take note of, okay? Yeah, me and Paul, I mean, by the way, Paul's channel, WP Tuts, we did a live chat last night and we talked more about it and we were very honest in our views, in that I didn't learn anything new either. Nothing really about pricing other than pricing won't change. So we didn't really learn anything. So what music would accompany that email about the logo? Do you know what you would do? You wouldn't have music. Halfway through the album, the music would cut out and you'd have this noise. This is the noise you'd have. This is the noise you'd have. You'd have like a doorbell go ding dong, and then you'd have... Because they're knocking on your door now, aren't they? In fact, no. You'd have Adele. You'd have the knocking on the door, and then you'd have her go, hello, right? Because they're now knocking on your door, disturbing you, because they want a bigger logo. I'll tell you what they can have. They can have a bigger one of these. There you go. Ooh, Jack. I didn't cover import-export listings. However, I do show you where the documentation is. And if you do a search there for import-export, it is there. And I did show that their documentation is really, really good. So let's just check the question here. Can you advise beginning on how to deal with when you finish... Okay, right. So, Yusuf, you're going to have a plan, right? When you take on a client and you're agreeing with them, I tell them the price and how long it's going to take and the stages. So you have your 50% deposit, you build whatever, your homepage, you get sign off for them, then you do something else and you get sign off, whatever. If you're saying finish a website, but it's never really finished, I would question then, have you got a proper spec? Because if I've made clear to the client, with me and them, that this is what the website's going to do, and this is how it's going to look, and here's the features, and blah-de-blah-de-blah, and we tick those all off, the website is finished. If the client changes what they want as to what was agreed at the start. So let's say I agree, yeah, we're going to do your website, £1,000, 4 days work, 5 days work, £1,000, right? And that's what we agreed. And then 2 days later, so I'm nearly halfway now, they go, ooh, can we do this? Or can we do that? If I can do that within the time allocated, so maybe I was going to do a WooCommerce filter, and we've changed our mind. Hey, Atif, we've changed our mind. So I'm no longer doing this, but I'm going to do this. And it fits within the remit, fine, we'll do it. But if they ask for something which now makes me go, that's extra work. I've got to find a better plugin. There's a cost maybe attached. I've got to spend more time learning or working with that plugin, styling it, formatting it, making everything work, testing. If it's going to take more time, as opposed to what was agreed originally, you have to then let them know that, look, for us to do that, there will be an increased cost or something like that. Right, so what you're saying is, okay, so your question didn't imply that, I have to be honest. Your question sounded more like website finishing. So this is where you have a monthly maintenance plan then. So I say to some clients, if you don't take out a monthly maintenance package and you come to me as and when you have an issue, okay, you will pay £60 per task. £60 per task. But that's where it starts. Hey, Richard, if, however, your task is going to take longer, then I will charge more. And they have to like it or lump it. Or they can pay a full year minus 20%. So it might come to, say, £600 a year. And then I will do minor changes for them. And if it's something that isn't going to take a huge amount of time, they won't pay anything more. So you have to sort out what is your maintenance package. And I say this is where it starts from. So whether your task takes 5 minutes or half an hour, if you've not taken out a maintenance package, you will pay a minimum of £60 per task. Carapaz's question here, how many plugins do you use on average? On average, most of my websites won't have more than 8 plugins. Elementor Pro, Duplicate Page, Rank Math. Oh God, I've forgotten now what I use. All-in-one Security, Autoptimize, WP Fastest Cache. What's the other one? Code Snippets. Believe it or not, that's about it. When it comes to e-commerce, you'll have WooCommerce probably payments or PayPal payments. Now we've gone up to 10. You might have asset cleanup as well because it's now you want to stop some stuff loading. So now we're up to 11. And unless they have a flexible shipping option for their WooCommerce, you might go up to 12. Maybe Themify as well for, which is really, I like Themify for filtering. So I might go up to 13. That's it. If it's a blog website, I would probably come back down to 8 because I don't need to use any other plugins. And that's around about it. That's kind of round about it. When I see a website that's got like 30 plugins, I get irritated and angry, and I start to wonder how many people have worked on this website and how much crap is there now in the WordPress database, and potential conflicts as well. Hey, Atlantis. I just realised I didn't say hi to you before, Atlantis. Sorry about that. Sorry if I haven't said hi to anyone, by the way. And my name's Imran, by the way, Yusuf. Imran. All-in-one. Okay, I know loads of people use WordFence, but I actually prefer all-in-one security and firewall. No, all-in-one it's called that. All-in-one security and firewall plugin. I quite like that, and I will be doing a video on that soon. I can't remember the reason why, but I just preferred that to WordFence. But there's nothing wrong with WordFence. Just like I use Auto-Optimize, but there's nothing wrong with WP Rocket or Perf Matters. Oh no, Atlantis. Sorry to hear your internet is slow. It's probably me clogging it up. Okay, Giovanni, I want to just give you a link. Stay there, Giovanni. Okay, I want to give you a link, right? Let me give you a potential idea and solution for you, right? Okay. I want you, don't move, stay there. Hey, a while back, we did a video showing you... That's my sound voice coming through. Right, so Giovanni, try this. Because this is a completely different way of doing it. But go and watch that. Go and watch that video. Horizontal scrolling isn't the best for user experience. You got to remember, we're so used to going down, right? But that video might just blow your mind as a completely different way with, guess what? No extra plugin and no code. No plugin and no code. No JavaScript, no CSS. There are template shortcodes, but no plugin. That video might blow your mind, Giovanni. Okay, try that. I'm really proud of that because I was halfway there to getting it to work, but it was always a little bit fiddly with a bit of code. And then Jimmy spurred me on to think a bit differently. And then all of a sudden, one night while watching TV, I was sat there getting angry on my laptop, playing around, and then boom, light bulb moment. In fact, it wasn't a light bulb. It was light bulb glowing bright, exploding in my brain, shattering glass all over me. And I was like, bring it on. That's what we should do on Britain's Got Talent. You create the website and then like you go boom. And then like the light bulb explodes over you. And then you get taken out on like a stretcher to A&E. And then you're sat outside A&E for about 59 hours waiting to be seen. Because people are watching Britain's Got Talent reruns and they don't realise that you're actually outside suffering. Do you recommend using a security plugin? Look, I like to use SiteGround a lot. I quite like what they do in the background with their security. But I would say yes. I think that you got to weigh up the risk. Is it, it's not going to have... I've never really tested what impact it's going to have your speed, but to discount security for speed, I think would be a big mistake. I have got a video about pricing coming out on Monday. So on Monday or Tuesday, one of those 2 days, I have got videos coming out about pricing. I talk about pricing strategy and I talk about pricing ladders. Pricing strategy and pricing ladders, right? You know, there you go, doop, 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 doop. Got all that coming out, all right? They're already, actually, I recorded those in March, but they're coming out. Yeah, a good point there, Fires. WordFence doesn't have file changes, but I have to be honest. There was a point of time where I used to worry about that, and then I got a bit like, I don't care. I don't care, you know. Unless your website is managed by a client who's going to go in and do posts and stuff, I don't care too much about the tracking of that stuff now. Yes, like Artif is saying, horizontal scrolling is, I think, a bit of a gimmick. And I think that when you have users, right? In fact, I would even say that if you're going to have it on a desktop and it's very clear that it's horizontal, you can get away with it. But on the mobile, there is nothing worse than when I'm scrolling down and then I'm suddenly realizing, oh no, I'm going this way. Oh no, I'm going that way. And I would say on the mobile, top to bottom makes absolute sense. On the desktop, there's got to be a good reason to do it for user experience. You know, it's got to be a really good reason. Hey, Tolga. No. Tolga, by the way, okay, even though I focus on Elementor, this is a kick-ass live chat, you know, so if we want to talk about WordPress, websites, you know, if you want to come on and talk about Shopify, go for it. I know I don't like Shopify, but there will be people that do, so we can always be open. I have looked at Webflow. I've never used it. I don't plan to use it, if I'm honest. I think there's a bit of a learning curve, but I don't have enough experience to comment on it. So I'm going to leave that open there and say, has anyone else used Webflow, and do they want to comment on that? Be nice, you know. But if you had bad thoughts about it, let Tolga know as well. Yeah. Atlantis, Artif's just answered. Make sure you've seen. So he's going, what did you change in your code? Yeah, like George says there, I feel like it's, from what I've seen of it, I feel like there's a learning curve. And I've said this many times, you know, I made a decision a while ago that was like, look, do I want to understand and become an expert in Shopify, Visual Composer, or, you know, Bakery, or Beaver Builder, Divi, Elementor, and other tools? Did I want to do that? And I tried it. I tried to get my head around, and I've suddenly realized, oh, there's another update, there's another this, there's another that. And it was like, it was starting to confuse me. And when a client says to you, oh, we want to do X, Y, Z, you know, if you have too many solutions in your mind, I would say having more than one isn't bad, but too many, you start to go, yeah, you can do that. And then you go, oh, no, you can't, because I was thinking of a different tool. And things just started to get a little bit in my head. So I drew a line in the sand. I literally went out to my son's sand play pit, took a stick, and I drew a line with this pencil. This pencil I've had for about 42 years. I haven't. It's from IKEA. So I've only had it 2 days. But let's pretend I've had this pencil 42 years. I drew a line in the sand. That line is still there. It's not really. It probably got stamped on about after I drew the line. Yep. Nice one, Atlantis, for adding that. Hopefully RT sees that. Can you do a client onboarding video? No. So Yusuf, what I'm going to say is no, I won't do that because that's part of our mastery membership. So we do like on our website, Web Squadron, we do have a mastery membership. So there are some things I probably can't go into massive amount of detail on because that's more for that's more dedicated, and often it does depend a lot on what you offer and what you do. But I mean, we can talk generally in terms of, you got to think about what are the limitations or the potential of your client in terms of them managing their website, and can they do it, or do they need you to do things like that? And what are you going to do for them going forward? How much are you going to do for them? Onboarding for me, it starts right at the point where you agree your contract with them, getting images, getting content, getting them to understand the format of the content, making clear to them. I make clear to the client, look, are you going to convert these images to WebP before you send them to me, or am I going to do it? Are your images going to need the background removing, or do I do it? Are your images going to need resizing, or do I do it? And you might say, yeah, but we just do that as part of the build. And I go, really? What if you got 1,000 images? 1,000 images, and all of them, because it's a WooCommerce shop, need the background removing. You're going to do that manually. And they need resizing and web peeing. Web peeing. You're going to do all of that for free. So I make clear to the client, yeah, we'll do that, and there's a cost attached. Or if you do it, and here's how you do it, there is no cost attached except your time. Have I told you all that yesterday I had a meeting with someone about a potential product they're developing, and they wanted my opinion? And they're one of the key developers for Visual Composer. And when they told me that, I nearly choked on my own oxygen. I was literally breathing, and I was like, WebPing. WebP, Yusuf, WebP. You know images, WebP, WEBP, WebP. It's super hot today, and my wife very nicely this morning went and bought 8 cans of Pepsi Max. But they're not that cold because they've only been in the fridge for about 3 hours, so they're not that cold, which is annoying. Oh, cool. I got worried there, Yusuf, when you said that. I thought, oh no, do I have to explain WebP now? Multi-builder. Multitasker, George. You're a multi-something for sure. I mean, I have to be honest. I mean, look, I feel like if you're really good on... Oh, sorry, I've got to just rearrange myself because my back hurts. If you're really good at Visual Composer, sure, I get it. Go for it. But can I be really abrupt and stubborn and just say, why would people still use Visual Composer? I know, George, you've got to with the client, and your website is probably legacy and that's why they use it. But when I hear of people building Visual Composer now, I just sit there and go, why? Why are you using Visual Composer? I'm not even getting involved in what Artif and Atlantis are talking about because it's like way over my head. Hey, Andrew, you're not late. You're not late. Primary school graduation. That sounds cool, that does. And I hope all the kids have a great day today. They're probably going to have a party, right? Giovanni, I have websites on SiteGround and they have no issue with WebP because WordPress supports WebP. It's WordPress. WordPress supports WebP, so I have no issues whatsoever with SiteGround, WordPress, WebP. So I would use it. So I'm just right clicking on loads of buttons that I've got here because I've just got to check that these links work. So just bear with me as I check these goddamn links. Right, just check the links are all working. It's important to make sure everything is working. Just bear with me, just bear with me. Because if these links don't work, it's a pain in the backside then to sort out, if that makes sense. Right, okay, cool. So Giovanni switched from HostGator. Yeah, look. SiteGround is not the cheapest. It is not the cheapest, but what you get, staging site, email provision, you know, purging the cache, the server, or not yet, purging the server, fantastic customer support, fantastic. It is worth it. It is, for me, I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry. I don't even have to think twice about renewing with them, ever. Just do it. So Bergschwerk Studios, I only really know of the scroll sequence plugin, if I'm honest. That's the only one I know of with the, you know, that whole images. The great thing about that plugin is it does lazy load. So it's not heavy on your score at all, because I tested that. I tested it. So I would say scroll sequence plugin is the only one I know of at the moment. Yeah, do you know something, George? I don't like Rev Slider either. When I first saw it, I went, wow, what is this? And I don't like using it anyway. I'm not a fan of any slider plugin. Did you know that? I'm not a fan of any slider plugin. Sliders, for me, are... Yeah, I'm not a fan of them. Some good points there from George about SiteGround and WebP. I mean, I would say Bergschwerk, yeah, is that if you ever contact the dev team for Scroll Sequence, the owner of that company, right, she's a wonderful person, and they do reply and they do take on note any improvements or anything you mention. So do get in touch with them, okay? Well, sliders, I mean, if you have a slider, I'm not a fan of sliders in the hero banner. I just think that sliders in the hero banner is yesterday's gimmick. When people, you know, I just think that they are. I'm not a fan of them in hero banners. Andy, hey, how are you? If your hamburger menu is not working, can I check what optimization have you got? Are you combining CSS and JavaScript? If you are, that might be your problem. So make sure you're not combining over there. Just got to check a few emails while we're chatting. Oh dear. So it's like someone's just emailed me something and I don't have a clue what they're talking about. What? What? Oh, I just don't. I don't have any idea what they're saying now. Hey, I'm glad it's helping, Andy. I'm glad it's helping. So I'm probably pronouncing your name wrong. So sorry, Bergschwerk, if I am. I mean, yes, you could do that. You could absolutely do that. In fact, a video we did, which was the horizontal scrolling free flow, is kind of that kind of aspect. So it's like a free flowing light. So when you do it, it doesn't just go snap, snap, snap to the next slide. You can literally do it and have half a slide or a third of a slide. It's like you control the slide of it. You could do that, but again, I'm one of those people where, like, if you were going to show further information, would it be better to take them to another page? Maybe. To be honest, there is no right or wrong answer with it, except I would say don't overdo them, okay? Because sorry, I've just realised one of the pages isn't working. Calc, yeah, they're not working. Just bear with me, I'm just double checking something I've noticed isn't working. I don't like to go silent, by the way. For those who know me, I don't like to go silent, but I'm just checking something. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, sliders, you know, all of our... It's like videos as well. You know when you have videos at the top of a website, and it's not even a great resolution video? You know it's not a great resolution. And it's... it just doesn't look great. They're the worst. Low pixelated videos. Oh, cheers, Bergschwerk. Thanks. I mean, that means a lot. That does mean a lot, okay? That really does mean a lot. And for those of you that are joining the live chat for the first time, we're more chilled out when we do the live chat. I'm not so focused and formal sometimes. Like, I'm not really that formal in the videos anyway. But we're more chilled out. And anything goes, right? You know the song. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Anything goes. That's how it is here, all right? Dun 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 dun. Anything goes. Hey Mel, how are you? So Richard, you looked at switching to SiteGround. Yeah, I mean they did change their pricing. But I will say though that I think that they're not the cheapest, but you know what you get? The security, the support, the amount of staging sites you can create, right? It's ridiculous, all the stuff you can do. The email provision, just buy your domain, move it over to SiteGround. You don't need to buy email with where you bought the domain from or wherever. No, you just move it over, your domain, name server change, and then you use the email provision they give you. It's really, really good. Anything goes. I'm just answering a question that someone's asked on the Facebook group. I want to quickly send them a video to help them out. If I even know where the video is, which I can't find. It's Forminator basically. I'm going to send them a video on that because Hey, welcome back. Have you ever wanted to add some... No. Right, let me just add this video in for someone. Because no one's answered their question and they wanted some calculated logic. And Forminator is a free plugin and it does what you need it to do if you just want some calculated logic. Oh, damn it, I gave him the wrong video. Sorry, wrong video. Yep, there we go. Well, that's an interesting question there, Andrew. You've said about so I have found no issue. Oh, I lied. There have been 2 issues where for some reason there was something that affected all emails going through SiteGround where they were classed as spam, and it took about an hour for them to sort out. But yeah, I have no issue with using the SiteGround email service. But that's just me. That's just me. Yeah, sure. Right. Andy, can I just give you a video? Right. Let me just give you a video, right? Wait a minute. Because there was a problem. There was a problem with the nav menu, right? Here you go. I want to talk about Elementor. Right, so there was an issue with the nav menu, right? And no, I haven't got a video on it, sorry. So if you've got an optimization tool, Andy, and you are combining, if you've ticked the setting to combine JavaScript or combine CSS, undo them. Untick them, because that can sometimes with combining stop your navigation menu when you hit the toggle from working. Doesn't matter what browser you're on. Try that. Double check and try that. Yes, Atif. Atif, what you said there, yeah. Someone said that in the YouTube video as well, and what I said to them was they actually put in a bit of extra code into it. So the vertical is only good for the desktop. Absolutely, when you go to mobile, you should have it horizontal. Peter, font awesome icons. When you say show up, are they not showing up? Have you removed them? Or are you not loading them? Are they not showing up, Peter? Well, Andy, I mean, first thing I would say, Andy, if you've got any optimization plugin, can you just double check that you're not ticked any buttons to combine the CSS? Okay, so Peter, I'm maybe not understanding your question here. So, menu icon settings. Oh, hold on. Right, I think I know what you mean now. Yeah. Okay, I think I know what you mean. So in your menu, right, yeah. Well, this is where you think out the box now. So you obviously got your appearance menu, right? You could create your own menu using something like icon list. You have icon list, right? You have it in a horizontal, and you'll have the icon and the word, and you can rearrange it how you want. And then you put the link per icon list item. Dun. and then it will show it. Or you can go to your appearances menu, and where you have your menu, when you pick the page you're going to show in the menu, you have the option to change the name that appears on your menu. You can then put in some HTML. I think you can put HTML in there. I haven't done that one for a while, but icon list could work for you. Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. I've just got to go back into every damn page that I've got here because I've now realized that I've got the wrong page. That's not what you mean, Peter. I'm not in that case, I'm not sure we understand. Can you email me a scribble of what you're talking about then? Can you email me a scribble? I'll be back in 1 minute, 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes, okay? Oh, you can probably see my belt. Oh, I've got a bad back. No, it's not in SiteGround, Andy. It will be in your WordPress website. It'll be in your WordPress website. So you don't need to touch SiteGround at all for that. So in your WordPress website, have you got any optimization plugins? Any optimization? Oh, SG Optimizer. Do you know something? I'm going to have to just... hold on, I've got to load up a client's website to tell you. Hold on a minute. Let me just load up a client's website. Because they're the only client I think I have that still have the SG Optimizer plugin on because we don't use it. We don't use it. In fact, they might not even have it. No, they've not even got it. Hold on. Got to find it again. Yeah, just bear with me because I've got to... I don't want to install it just to go through it. So, yeah, here you go. We got one now. Let me just check this website. Is it got the updated version? Yep, updated version. So... I'm just trying to remind myself of the settings. Hey, Catherine, how are you? Yeah, and by the way, don't forget, Catherine has got her live chat in 2 hours. Is that right, Catherine? Andy, we use SiteGround, but I don't use their optimization tool. That says a lot. Ah, here you go. Right, so let me tell you what you need to untick, right? So, this is for Andy, by the way. So, Andy, when you're in SG Optimizer, okay, you need to go to hold on, let me get you the link. Richard, wait, let me get you the link. Here's the channel for Catherine's, right? That's the channel for Catherine, right? So when you go to SG Optimizer and you go to front end, you see over here, combine. Take that off. Undo that, okay? Undo that one. Right? Undo that. So this one here, undo it. And try that. It might not be the solution. Cheers, Jimmy. Yep, don't forget to like the video. If I find out you've not liked, right? No, I can't do anything about it. You're allowed to not like. Right, you're allowed to not unlike. Minify is okay. Minify is okay. Hey, Catherine. I'm pretty sure you were at 110 last week, so that's going up. It's accelerating up. It does start to grow. Damn it. Sorry, I got the wrong page here. Sounds good, Catherine. Sounds good. I'm going to put a bit of fluff in my mouth then. It is getting hotter today here for sure. Right. I'm just looking at something that that Peter sent me, and I'm just trying to, I'm going to see if I can just show him what he needs to do here. So I'm just going to So I'm just going to see if I can show you what you need to do here. All right, Peter. It's going to be like the hottest day in the UK for a while here today. So far, it's not too bad. It's hotter outside than it is in here. But so far, not too bad. Right, so I'm now just going to check this main menu here. Don't think this menu I'm showing is going to work. $43. I mean, if it was 43 degrees here, I'd be showering myself in Pepsi Max and stuff. That is for sure. Right, let's just go back over here to tabs. Richard, whereabouts are you in the world? Whereabouts are you? Oh, you're in sunny Epsom. Okay. What have I done here to the page? Sorry, just ignore me. All right, I'm just trying something in. I think I've done something to my page, but it's a bit weird. Oh. I was about to swear then because I just did something wrong to my website, my test website. I was about to swear, but I will not swear on the live chat. Well, I do, don't I, sometimes? Let's just change, just call this one a new page. No, I mean, the only aircon I've got is the window, which is rubbish. Let's drop the nav menu in. Let's go for main menu. Whoa. It was like my car. When I was driving to IKEA and back again, the aircon in the car was still blowing out hot air, and it really did my head in. I think I need to get that checked out. It wasn't greatest, you know. It wasn't cooling me down at all. By the way, Peter, if you're there, I'm still looking into it, all right? I mean, Peter, have you actually seen this as well? So, Peter, if you're still there, you might want to have a look at that. Yeah, I think that's what I need to do, Richard. I've got a feeling the aircon just needs a bit of a clean and regassing. No, Atlantis, you got to get aircon. Yeah, so Peter, see this link here, okay? To be honest though, Peter, right? The way I would do it, if you want a really quick and easy way to do it, right? I'd be doing something like this. I'd be doing something like this, right? And then each one of these, I'd be modifying these. The text, you know, I'd be doing something like that. So you go in and you just go, right, okay, what icon we're going to have? We're going to go for home, like that. Insert. You'll then call it home, and then you'll have your link in there, won't you, for home, or whatever is your page called, home page. In fact, that's not the right one, home. Right. That's what you could do. You know, so that's like the quick, easy way to do it with icon lists. You just create your icon list. That's what I tend to do when I'm doing it. Ah, your icons don't show up. No, he gets different icons, Catherine. Now, if you see those links I've given you there, Peter, you might need to load your Font Awesome. So see those links because they do mention about loading. Haven't got a link, George. Haven't got a link. Haven't got a link. Yeah, good point by Atlantis. SVG would work out much better. I think we've covered off the URL. So I've just been working in the background on staging. No, the website where we changed the staging site. That now seems to be okay. Now I've got to do the rank math. Going through rank math is, I wouldn't say it's super easy, but it's relatively quite simple, isn't it? You know, when you're setting up, make sure everything works all right, keywords and all of that, connecting the accounts. Does anyone else hate the Google two-step verification? Am I the only one that hates the two-step verification with Google? Can't just be me, right? Am I the only one? Because the amount of hassle it gives me when you're just trying to just do, you know, like when you're trying to verify, because I get very frustrated very easily, you know. Jimmy, did I do the full SEO work for the clients in the basic package, or you just set up planning a client? It's an add-on, Jimmy. It's an add-on. So what we say is we don't even set it up for them. We don't even set it up. We don't even install it. If they want us to install it, activate it, go through the setup wizard, then go through all the settings, then do the keywords and all of that, the snippets for the pages. So what we do is we give them the option of set up rank math and do the keywords and all of that for your homepage. You have a cost there. Then we say, here's the cost for all the key pages. So that's a higher cost. I mean, we let them choose. We go, look, website build. So we've got website build, separate cost for rank math SEO, and separate cost for every page or the key pages with rank math. And then we let them choose. We don't even install it for them as part of the basics. This is going to sound really harsh, but it's not my problem. Which does sound really harsh when I think about it. But it's the truth, right? Because yeah. If they want to do it themselves, they can install it and activate it and do it themselves. Yeah, I mean, you can do stuff with like looking at their keywords, looking at their snippets and all of that. Set things up for them, so you can get away with doing stuff like that, but I do put the onus for them improving their scores, sorry, not their score, their rankings on them. So I make clear, look, you've got to go out and do the social media, you've got to go out and do the hustling. and the pushing and all of that. Fires, I would recommend you use this, right? Let me tell you what I recommend you using, Fires. Let me show you. So Fires, this is what I recommend. Watch that video. Watch that video. Don't worry, Fires. Yeah, I mean, once we got comfortable with our skill set on SEO, and then we've eventually moved to rank math, and the way you start to appreciate keywords or phrases and placement on the page or questions you ask and stuff like that, then we started offering it. Otherwise, we didn't. Ooh, Symphonic Universe Avengers, Randrew. I've never even heard of that. Is that like the Marvel Universe music kind of thing? Is that what that is? But yeah, back to Google and the two-step verification. What a pain. It is such a ridiculous pain. No one should have to go through that. And if I open YouTube on Chrome, it goes straight through. Wicked. If I open it on Edge, I've got to go through the two-step thing, and it does my head in. Any book recommendations for CSS? I would say watch YouTube. I would say watch YouTube videos and learn from there. I would say that yeah, Andy, can you post it? Can you email it to me here? Because you can't post links. Can you email it there? Yep, drop me an email. Even going through rank math can be a bit of a... Right? Even going through rank math can be a bit of a pain. Yeah, no probs, Andy. I'll wait for your email to come through. What? This is brilliant, right? So someone has just contacted me saying, we would love for you to review one of our tax products for WooCommerce. We love your videos on this WooCommerce stuff. And they've sent me a link. That link is to another influencer. So they've just gone and copy and pasted. Should I reply back with going, you might want to check your links? Nice one, Indapre. I'm glad that's happened. Yeah, it's info@websquadron.co.uk. All right, Andy. So they've sent me an email going, hey, I came across this video of your amazing collection of WooCommerce videos. We think these are amazing. It's not me. I've just clicked the link. They're to someone else. Another influencer. He's quite good at his stuff, but, you know, it's like they didn't even change the link. So I have two options. I either go back and go, check your link. I won't do that. Or I go back and go, yeah, that's fine. But the video is going to cost £10,000. Let's see what they say to that. Obviously, they're not going to say anything, are they? Come on. Right, they're not going to say anything. Yeah, option. Oh, you say go for option 1. Check your link. That's too easy, though. That's too easy. I feel like I should go back and go, listen, yeah, maybe I'll consider it. I don't know. Right, just checking the email in case Andy has sent his email. No, not yet. The one thing I don't like doing is setting up Google Analytics. Google Analytics is a pain in the ass. Do you know what I'm saying? Does anyone else here? Don't you find Google Analytics is just like so long-winded? Click here, click here, click here, click here, pick this, pick this, pick... You know, it's a bit like... And I do think that Google are probably pains in the asses. Yes and no. I have used it. The trouble is that because there's clients on GoDaddy, for some reason, whenever you have to now add a plugin on the live site, it starts to ask for extra stuff, and the password they gave me doesn't work. So, not a lot I can do about that. Yeah, so it's basically the FTP password, but what they've given doesn't seem to be working, which is a pain in the butt. GoDaddy, exactly. I mean, GoDaddy just psh, right. So I've got your link, Andy, and before I do anything, I'm going to check. Now, you're saying your navigation menu does not work in Chrome? Did you say Chrome? You said it was Chrome, didn't you? Just remind me, were you saying it doesn't work in Chrome? Can you just confirm, was it in Chrome you said it's not working? Ah, Chrome Mobile. So the problem I've not got a Chrome Mobile, but it does seem to be working for me when I shrink it down to a Chrome screen, so... And it's working on Edge as a mobile as well. I might have a problem here because it's working for me, but that's because I've not got a Chrome mobile. Let me put the link over here, though, in case anyone else wants to have a look. Right, there's the link. Chrome mobile. Can someone jump in and have a look? Yeah, if anyone's got a Chrome mobile, have a look, yeah, because I just tried it on the desktop and shrunk it down to mobile size, and it worked for me. But then again, I'm just special, aren't I? Everything works. Ah, so it doesn't work. Nah, okay. George is probably looking right now. I mean, have you got any other JavaScript on there that's running? Oh, hold on. Have you got any overlap? I've just realised. Have you got any overlap? Let me just open it again. Have you got any... Just checking you haven't got anything overlapping like Z index. Yeah, it's overlap. Can you go to your navigation menu, Andy, and put your Z index for your navigation to 9,999? Can you make it 99999? I've just realised it is. Yeah, Jack's just confirmed it as well. I think it's overlap. Go to your Z index, because I couldn't test it until they said so. Go to your Z index and make it 99999. So what you do is click on the hamburger, go to the Advanced tab in your Elementor Advanced tab, go to, it'll be underneath your padding, it'll say Z index, change that to 99999. 999. 999. Do that. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 ch dun 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 dun. Yeah, cheers, Jack. Email me that, and then I'll show it on screen. Is that now done? Is that done? I don't know if that's done. So I'm talking about the rank math that I'm just setting up here for the client. Yes. Yes. Sometimes Google Search Console and Analytics just... Don't you wish there was just one button you could click and it all went doof, 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 everywhere and just did it all for you in one go? Cheers, Jack. Okay, so let's just have a look at what Jack has sent. Okay, so we've got... yes. So it's like, yeah, it's almost like the overflow. Strange one, isn't it? So that overflow there, yeah, it's pushing it all over. Jack, you need to plug your phone in for your battery. Plug your phone in right now. Your battery's dying on you. Andy, Right, Andy, navigation menu. Right, click on the navigation menu. Go to the advanced tab. So you got content style advanced. Go to advanced, and underneath margin and padding, near where it says class name, you'll see Z index. Change that to 999. Or like Georgia said, to be honest, 99,909. I normally go with 9,999, but I would do that. Get that, boom, to the front. Yeah, there you go. So add that just for the navigation menu, and that should pull it forward. Slightly strange, in a way, that on the desktop's all right, but hey, that's just the way life is, isn't it? Yep, good point by Jack. In fact, I would say regenerate your CSS and then purge your cache. You know, regenerate your CSS, which is WordPress, Elementor tools, regenerate your CSS, purge your cache, and then Jack will check for you. George is right. Don't worry. My guts are awesome too. All of our guts. You know why our guts are awesome? Because we fill our guts up with Pepsi Max. Maximum taste. No sugar. No, Andy, I mean, I have to say though, these kind of things hit all of us at some point. I've lost count of how many times I've done something and I go, what the heck's gone there? And it was Z index. It happens to the best of us. Happens to the best of us. Dr. Pepper. Right, Jack. Hold on, I've just got to right click and block you now. No, you're a good man. I know you. It's I am cutting back. I am cutting back. Kind of. I'm just sorting out some pages here. Yeah, to be honest though, I am going to be cutting this live short as well, mainly because we've got Catherine. I don't know if you're still here, Catherine. Hers starts in about 1 hour 15, LE Web Dev, and I'm hopefully going to be on that one. Yep, I will see you there. But I could do with maybe an hour of just focusing now on my clients' rank math, because I've got to think a bit more about keywords. And if I try and talk and do that, I'll never get it done. So I could do with an hour of focus on that now. Go on, Andy. Go check it. Go and check it, Andy. Make us all happy. Sorry, that sounded bad, didn't it? Make us all happy. Fires. Is there a way to add popular posts using custom designator? Popular post fires. I'm trying to think how I've done it. And I have done it before, but I just can't remember how I did it. Yeah, tags or featured post or something like that as well. Yeah, Andrew, see you later on Catherine's. So I am going to be cutting this off in about 1 minute. Hey, Della, I'm about to cut off, Della. I'm about to go off live. We've been live for about 1 hour, 1 hour 50. How long have we been live today? 1 hour 57. We're coming up to the magic 2 hour mark. So, Andy, regenerate your CSS, purge your site, maybe purge your server as well. Regenerate, purge your site, purge your server. Yeah. Did you regenerate your CSS and purge your site and purge your server? In fact, did you see what George said there? Add this, yeah, to, let me copy it. Add this, add what George said. Oh, I can't copy it. Copy. If you scroll up, oh, there you go, there. It's what George, just scroll up and you'll see what George did. Try it again, Andy, and maybe stick that into your navigation menu, advanced custom CSS, or whatever it's called, advanced CSS, and stick that in there. Stick it. Right, stick it. So we're asking you to stick it. Right, look, I've got to shoot off now on this case. I need to really do focus on this Rank Math SEO page. Hopefully we can catch up with you again, Andy. I'll hopefully see most of you on Catherine's Ellie Web Dev. And this time I'll just be sat there watching and listening. Right, I'll be watching and listening, and we'll see you in 1 hour and 11 minutes on Ellie Web Dev. All right, make sure you're there. I'll be in the background, tinkering away. And I'll see you all soon. Bye.